Yes, and welcome. My name is Chad Evans of Chad Evans Entertainment, and today, in this video rather, I'm discussing the minor key, major and minor key. So, here's how this goes. There's a major key, and every major key has a relative minor, so they're related. They're related with the same, because they have the same bloodline. The bloodline being the key signature. So, say in the key of C major has no sharps and no flats. So, the key of A minor also is without sharps or flats. Now, how do we calculate and find that relative minor? It's 6 steps up from C, or 3 steps down from C, or whatever key you're going to be in. It could be D, 6 steps up from D, 3 steps down from D. You could be in the key of A, 6 steps up from A, or 3 steps down from A. You have to make sure you stay in the key, because a lot of the students that I ask them what's the relative minor of A major, they keep saying F, and it's F sharp, because you got to stay in the key, 3 steps down. So now, the question is, well, what's the purpose of the minor key if they have the same key signatures? I don't understand. This is what I get. Okay, so first let's go here. Here's a major third. 1, 3. So those of you who don't know, chords are built 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, and 13. That third is a very important note in the chord, because if we do this, you hear the difference. So what made it minor was we lowered the third a half step, and that made it minor. So the thing is, what's the purpose of the minor key? And harmony music, so it's all about the harmonic progression, a combination of what the chords are doing together. And in the minor key, it sets tone, or any key sets tone, but that minor key really sets a tone. For me, the minor key tells you something. It's a very romantic key. A lot of songs, romantic songs are in minor keys. And there are a lot in major keys, but the romantic sound is that minor key. Or it could represent something getting ready to happen. Something's going to happen. So for instance, say I'm playing something like this. And you're watching a movie. Uh-oh. Right away, you know something's happening. Or let's do something like this. Let's make it easy. Let me get some string sound. Here we go. So let's say we do something like this. And the happy couple is, they're oh honey, see you when you get home from work. Okay. And all of a sudden, right away, somebody's not going to make it through that scene. The minor key just told you. The minor key said, nope, somebody is not going to make it. They're not coming home. That's that minor key, that's that sound. So when you're watching a movie or something, I was telling some students, so now when you're watching a movie that you haven't seen before, and you hear that music go to minor, you can tell your friends something's getting ready to happen. And they'll say, how do you know? Because the music went minor. And sometimes they use that tritone. So we won't go there. So the minor key. So let me give you an example of some romantic type of music in the minor key. So let's see here. So if I play this song, let's see here. Well, okay, so it's not always romantic, because I could go. But it still has a romantic sound, although it's something about that minor key, right? Didn't it get you? Or I could do something like this. Let's see. You know, something about that minor sound. It's just a romantic sound. Here's one we all should know. See, that's a beautiful song, Round Midnight. So anyway, the romantic sound of the minor key is very important. So getting back to the beginning of this, the question was, what's the purpose of that? And how can we tell it's a minor key without knowing anything about the third? It's just your ear. Because the minor key is a very strong key. And, it just sets tones. It just does some things, we can... Minor key. Mr. Magic. Minor key, right? There's a minor key. Romantic sound. Do-do-dee-do-dee-da-da-da-da-da. See, what else is a good minor key song? Well, you get the idea, though, right? Something about that minor key. It's just something about it. There's something about that minor key. It's a haunting sound sometimes. It can also be a happy sound. It could be a disturbing sound too. Something's about to happen in the movie. It can just be a lovely sound, just a sound that's just so lovely. Here's another good song. I like this one too. That's another one. Oh, I like that song. It's in a minor key. That's right. So that's the discussion on the minor key today. Remember, those of you who were not familiar with that, you know that the major 1, 3, and lower the third, that makes it minor. You know, if you heard this song before. Sometimes I heard somebody go. Hear the difference? It just trips you out a little bit. So the minor key is nice. I've heard people in the major key go to a minor key against the major. That's sounding really hip when you know what you're doing with it. So that's the discussion. Go to ChadEvansEntertainment.com if you want to learn how to work with the minor key, with the major key, play the saxophone, improvisation, playing etude. Shoot me an email at ChadEvansEntertainment.com. See you later.